Hello and everyone. My name is Liu Yunlong. I'm a PhD ED student from City University, Malaysia. Today I'm gonna show my research paper. The title is the Metaverse and the Democratization of Education: How 3D visual worlds can impede access to quality learning in ODL. Here is the abstract about my research. This research explores how 3D visual world can revolutionize the ODL by overcoming geographical barriers and promoting immersive, inter interactive learning. 3D visual worlds have the potential to democratize ODL. The paper reviews existing research on 3D visual worlds in ODL, highlighting benefits like collaboration and personalized learning. It also acknowledged the challenges like technical requirements and the need of effective integration. Finally, the paper proposed a research approach to investigate the impact of 3D visual worlds on learners' engagement and outcomes, informing future ODL practice and policies. My paper have 5 chapters. Here are Chapter 1, Introduction. And in the beginning of introduction, I talk about the importance of distance education, the advantages of distance education, and the impact of distance education, and uh, to tell the beginning of distance education, and on the research background part, I talk about the development study of distance education, the rapid development of information technology and its application in education, and also talk about the development of democratization of education. And here's the research objective, research questions, and hypothesis. To do the research, I mainly study the effect of 3D visual worlds on ODL's ODL learners' engagement, motivation, and outcomes. And according to that research objectives, I gave 3 research questions. There are streamline and also lead the 3 research hypotheses. Here is a conceptual framework about my research. I have IV, DV, and MV. IV is 3D visual world. It has 3 dimensions. Like the first is 3D visual world type, and the second is functionality, and the third is implementation mode. DV also has 3 dimensions. First is sharing of quality education resource, and the second is equality of educational opportunities, and the third is to extend of education system reach. And I also have a mediator as learning behavior, include engagement, motivation, and outcomes. In this research, I mainly tell and study how IV through MV influence the engagement, motivation, and outcomes to improve the DV, democratization of ODL. And here is the significance of the study. In this part, I talk about the advance of ODL theory, and tell the improve can lead the improve of ODL practice and also enhance learning. This research can contribute to educational equality, lifelong learning, and social process by making quality education more accessible. So this is the meaning of this study. And chapter 2, literature review. This part I add two theories in my conceptual framework to make it become a theoretical framework. They are constructivism and social learning theory. These two basic learning theory uh, can lead and guidance the step and the uh, the theory and the process about how IV influence DV. And second, I talk about the literature review about constructivism. Uh, in this part, I talk about the original, the main view, and the concept, the principles, and uh, the match about this study. And so about social learning theory, I also talk about the original, the main view, and the impact and the principles about this research, this theory, and how the um, and the level about match um, the practice and the studies. Mm. And another dimension is talk about the research schedule. In this part, I talk three research schedule. They are distance education research schedule, and research schedule of 3D visual world, and research schedule of democratization of education, to give us a to give us a overview about the research in this topic. Chapter 3, research methodology. In this chapter, I mainly talk about the research methodology. I will use both quantitative study and qualitative study, um, to give to I will study this in Zhengzhou Shuqing Medical College. To quantitative study, I will use survey and do questionnaire, collect the data like basic information, teaching and or learning situation, the learner and the teacher's opportunity and suggestion about ODL, and I also do quantitative analysis, use descriptive strategies, and content analysis. To do this, I will use an instrument, is a Chinese website named Questionnaire Star. It can make the questionnaire and collect the data, also can do analysis in this website. It has SPSS AU too. And for the quantitative study, in this I will use interview and observations, and focus on the learner's deep understanding for individual experience, thoughts, and feelings. I will use inductive analysis to uh, get the findings. And chapter 4, result, I will talk about the findings. In this part, I give a short view about demographics, 3D visual world learning, the interviewers' openings about them, and also about their impact of learning and their view on 3D visual world. Also, I gave the qualitative insight about the learner's general thinking and the qualitative data analysis results. Mm, I put them in these three dimensions to simple talk about the findings, like interest in learning, effect on learning, and into the assumption about for learning. Their view on 3D visual world. Uh, this part I collect and analyze their thinkings about advantages and their opinion about the disadvantages and their suggestions. So after that, I gave the qualitative research result is about 3D visual world learning. Most ODL learners hold a positive attitudes towards 3D visual world learning. They believing that it can improve learning interest, uh, effectiveness, and enthusiasm. And about 3D visual world advantage, they think 3D visual world have the advantages of immersive learning experience, uh, interact, uh, interactive learning environment, and a personalized learning mode, with which can provide ODL learners with more equal and high quality learning opportunities. Also, the 3D visual world have disadvantages like the problems, uh, like the such as high technical requirements, high cost, and the lack of specifications which need to be further and improved and developed. Um, Quantitative research results, I mainly use digitization numbers to uh, give numbers to prove the result. In ODL learners use 3D visual words to learn, and they're thinking about ODL learners satisfied with 3D visual word learning and the impact of 3D visual words on ODL learners. And the last chapter is recommendation and limitation. After the study, I find there's still some limitations about my research, such as the sample size, because I only do this study in Zhengzhou Shuqing Medical College, so the sample size is limited. And for data collection method, also have some limitation. And the research method limitation also because I use both quantitative and qualitative. For quantitative, I may ignore some important details, and for qualitative research, I think some of them will have subjective bias. Mm, and for the theoretical framework limitation, um, I use mm, I use constructive wisdom and the science learning theory, the society learning theory. So these two theory is very match for this study, but the theoretical framework also talk about theory of democratization. This different theory, after put them together to do research, they must have some more limitations. So according to that and limitations and the study findings, I gave some recommendations for the future study, hope the other research or myself in the future, if I want to study further, hope can do further and deeper research to make the 3D visual world and audio uh, teaching and learning become more and more successful and more useful, more application. And that's all. These are my opinions. Thank you, everyone. And if you have something I want to discuss, or if I have some mistake to need to correct, I'm very glad to receive your message. I put my email address on this page. If you need contact me, please contact. Thank you.